Have you heard about the Law on Anti-Violence Against Women and Children, or VAWC? Do you know anyone who is suffering from abuse such as deprivation of financial support? What should be done in these cases? Let me discuss it with you in this video. The law is Republic Act No. 9262, or the Anti-Violence Against Women and Their Children Act of 2004. It applies to women and children who suffer violence and abuse. Violence against women and their children refers to any act or a series of acts committed by any person against a woman who is his wife, former wife, or against a woman with whom the person has or had a sexual or dating relationship, or with whom he has a common child. It may also be committed against the person's child, whether legitimate or illegitimate. The act or series of acts that may constitute violation of the law are physical violence, sexual violence, psychological violence, or economic abuse. Economic abuse may refer to withdrawal of financial support, or preventing the victim from engaging in any legitimate profession, occupation, business or activity, except on valid grounds under the law, deprivation or threat of deprivation of financial resources and the right to the use and enjoyment of the conjugal, community or property owned in common, destroying household property and controlling the victim's own money or properties, or solely controlling the conjugal money or properties. Under Section 25, violence against women and their children shall be considered a public offense which may be prosecuted upon the filing of a complaint by any citizen having personal knowledge of the circumstances involving the commission of the crime. The law allows women and their children to secure barangay protection order and/or temporary or permanent protection order from the courts. The relief granted under a protection order serve the purpose of safeguarding the victim from further harm, minimizing any disruption in the victim's daily life, and facilitating the opportunity and ability of the victim to independently regain control over her life. All temporary protection orders and permanent protection orders issued shall be enforceable anywhere in the Philippines. Under Section 9 of Republic Act No. 9262, a petition for protection order may be filed by the offended party, parents or guardians of the offended party, ascendants, descendants or collateral relatives within the fourth civil degree of consanguinity or affinity, officers or social workers of the DSWD or social workers of local government units, police officers, preferably those in charge of women and children's desks, punong barangay or barangay kagawad, lawyer, counselor, therapist, or health care provider of the petitioner, or at least two concerned responsible citizens of the city or municipality where the violence against women and their children occurred and who has personal knowledge of the offense committed. The elements of violation of Section 5(I) of RA 9262 are: 1. The offended party is a woman and/or her child or children. 2. The woman is either the wife or former wife of the offender, or is a woman with whom the offender has or had a sexual or dating relationship, or is a woman with whom such offender has a common child. As for the woman's child or children, they may be legitimate or illegitimate, or living within or without the family abode. 3. The offender causes on the woman and/or child mental or emotional anguish. And 4. The anguish is caused through acts of public ridicule or humiliation, repeated verbal and emotional abuse, denial of financial support or custody of minor children or access to the children, or similar such acts or omissions. The crime of violence against women and their children is punishable by imprisonment and payment of fine. The perpetrator shall also undergo mandatory psychological counseling or psychiatric treatment. If the victim of abuse is a man, he may file a complaint or case under the revised penal code. Thank you for watching the Legal Doodler. Be sure to leave a like, share and hit the subscribe button to be updated on our latest videos. You may also follow our Facebook and Instagram accounts. See you on our next videos.